Just for half an hour, that's it. Tomorrow onwards, we will continue the sessions on the automation as well. And so, what is retesting? What is regression testing? Retesting of an application to verify whether defect have been fixed or not is nothing but your retesting, right? Regression testing, it's a re-execution of some or all test cases to verify testing activity for each build, to verify whether new issues or new functionality have not introduced any new errors. And why we go for automation? Because there are some disadvantages there are some problems in the manual testing. What is manual testing? Testing of an application using human interaction is called manual testing, right? Testing and application with human, it's called, right? Now there are some problems in the manual testing, man. What are the problems actually? First one is, can you say it's time consuming? Time consuming. And we need more number of resources to test the application manually. Am I right or not? More required. And there is no reusability at all. We have to execute each and every test case. There is no reusability. And the fourth one is, if more number of resources are required, automatically your budget is high. Budget is high. Then if you're testing the same thing for again and again, what do you feel? I feel even if you did not test, even if you did not test it later, you feel it works, right? Then then here human error causes poor quality of an application. Human is developing an application, right? Okay, human error causes poor quality of an application, and while you're testing application manually, you cannot do any other actions. You cannot do any other actions. You have to work on only single thing, executing and creating. That's it. Alright? Possible. And so because of all these things, by keeping all these things in the mind, so we have come up with a topic called as automation. What is automation testing? Can I say automation testing is nothing but a testing of an application using with the help of automation tool is nothing but automation testing. Or we can say like this: converting a manual test case into automation test scripts using some code is called as automation testing. Right? Testing and application with third party third party uh, help, or automation tool is called testing, or we can even say converting manual test cases into automation automation scripts. What is it? Scripts in the form of, what is script meaning? In the form of code, actually it's a code. is called right. Right. Let's see what are the benefits of this automation. What are the benefits of this automation, right? And when you so now let me go and execute one automation script now. I'll tell you later what I'm doing now, but just understand. Just see what I'm doing. That's it. Right. So this is my automation tool. Don't worry what is everything. There is a precision for this one. What I'll do is I will automate one simple scenario. Automate some simple. So what is that is? So this application called as flight reservation application. So we can book a ticket for a particular user in this application. So if you want to book a ticket, first you have to log in, right? So login we are doing using the automation now. See, what I'll do is we have we have option called as recording a particular operations. What I do on the application. This is the record button. Click on record and click on OK here, and then enter agent name called as Charan. The password is. See here, if I do some operation, if I move on to the next operation, it is generating a exactly script, right? And password is always Mercury. Click on OK. See here, and I'm closing an application also another operation, right? It is gonna generate a script for that. See, did you see this? So I've performed 4 operations. For 4 operations, my QTP generated a script. So if you want to do the login, right, I will not execute manually now. I will not enter anything. I will not enter agent name. I will not enter password. I will not click on OK. I will just, what I will do, I will just click on, what is this? Run. Click on here and click on OK. See, observe it. I am not doing anything. It is automatically take care of the execution part. See. It is closing. It's going to give the result as well. See, why do we want to test the manual now? This is only one time activity. I just created one time scripting. I can execute 100 times, not a problem. See here now. I can execute as many times as I can. Got it? So it is taking very less time, right?
Yes, sir.
Compared to manual testing, it's faster or not?
Yes, sir.
It is reliable or not?
Yes, sir.
Repeatable or not?
Yes, sir.
Reusable or not?
Yes, sir.
And comprehensive. Comprehensive meaning, it's so you know, if you have 100 scripts, right? If you have 100 scripts, 100.
Yes, sir. 100.
Yeah, Charan.
Yes, sir.
Comprehensive meaning what? Just a minute, Charan. Yes. So it is. So Charan, what will happen in the comprehensive meaning? If you have 1,000 scripts, right? Then how will you execute 1,000 script? Will you open each and every script and execute? We can do that one, but it's going to take time, right? Now instead of that one, so we have a concept called as batch testing. Batch. So what we'll do, we'll create some batches, 3 or 4 batches. One batch may contains 100 to 200 scripts. If you click on that batch, automatically QTP will execute all the automation scripts that are available in that batch, and it will give the result to us. Right? Got it, right? So now next one is programmable. So we can write sophisticated test scripts that brings out hidden information from the application. So this is all about the advantages. What are the advantages? The advantages are, that means the benefits are, the first one is fast. Second one is what? Reusable as well, and repeatable, right? Repeatable. Fifth one is your comprehensive. Sixth one is your programmable, right? And so there are some disadvantages also, Sharon, but nobody will tell you the disadvantage in the manual testing, automation testing actually. The disadvantage is you cannot automate 100% of an application. I'll tell you why. So there is a scenario called once you create an order, right? Any application, so you have to print that order, right? So my QTP tool will not automate the print functionality, right? Print is what? Machine is going to do the print, and it is going to what is the output of the print? The paper will come out, right? But QTP tool will not go and automate that paper, right or not? See, machine, right? Printing is a machine. My QTP is a tool, right? So my tool will not go and automate that print functionality. Even if you give command, right, it will not validate the paper, right? What is output actually? Output is a paper which is coming out of the printer. My tool will not go and capture the paper, and it will not validate the paper, right? Right or not? So that's why, see, 100% of automation is not possible for any kind of application. There might be some things which we cannot automate it. We have to just do it manually. And another important thing is, tool is very expensive, man. Tools are very expensive. That's why a lot of people, they do still manual testing. Until there's an urgency, then they'll not go for automation testing actually. Yeah, Charan. Automation engineer should have a coding knowledge. Tool is very expensive. Another one is, every automation engineer should have a coding knowledge. Right? So what are the language we need to know? We need to know VB scripting language, and we will learn that for 2 days. We will take it on Saturday or Sunday, and in the Saturday and Sunday we'll complete the entire VB scripting. For doing the automation, you should know compulsory VB scripting. Why? Because we have to write some logics. Logic we can only get it through the VB scripting, and VB scripting is a very easy language compared to any other programming language. Visual basic scripting. It's a very easy compared to other programming languages, right? And so there are some tools actually. There are some tools. Let's go and understand about the tools now. We have a tool called as first we will see open source. That means free tools. First one, the famous free tool is Selenium, right? and second one is your Sahi, right? And third one is your uh, Water, right? And fourth one is your Python. So there are multiple, and the fifth one is Seculi. Seculi is a image-based automation tool. It is gonna now if you want to enter something, right? So first you have to capture the image of this particular edit box, and you have to store in some location. And whenever we open this application, we have to go to that particular text box and try to enter the value. So we will not use that one actually at most. These are all the open source tools. These are all what? Open source, freeware. You need not to buy it if you want to do some automation using these tools. And next one is a commercial. Commercial. There are many commercial tools in the market. Many. One of the famous and mother of all the tools is HP QTP. Right? And next one we have your Visual Studio Coded UI, right? And the third one is expiry. Okay, test plant. And the fourth one is your Dynamics, and fifth one is your IBM functional tester. And now the HP QTP is renamed to HP UFT, Unified Functional Tester. What is it? Functional Tester. So these are the famous tools that are available in the market in the commercial tool area. Which area? The commercial tool area, exactly. Any questions, man, in the open source? And but the famous tools, the competition is going on between Selenium and QTP. What a QTP develop, the Selenium develop the same thing. But if you want to learn the Selenium, Charan, you should know the Java first. Without Java, you cannot go and do that automation for that Selenium using Selenium. But HPQTP, it's not like that. Compared to Selenium, HPQTP is far better in terms of performance, in terms of coding language, in terms of ease of use. Many advantages are there using QTP. Now, the next thing is we will go and understand what is the automation testing process. What is the
Automation testing.
very, very, very important, man. Let me go and explain you. So we have manual testing process also, right?
Yes, sir.
Now we have automation testing process also. When you go to any interview, then people will ask you what is the automation process which you used in your previous employer.
Yes.
Then you have to tell like this, right? In my current project, automation testing process starts with three stages or phases, you can say. 3 stages. So we have 3 stages in the automation testing process. How many stages?
3 stages.
The first one is nothing but your stage 1, and stage 1 contains tool evolution. Now how many tools are there in the market, Charan?
There are many tools.
Many tools, right?
Yes.
Oh man, 1 rupee is equal to 66.47 rupees. Sorry, $1 is equal to 66.47, man.
Indian currency is going down, sir. Actually.
Currency is going down. Dollar is going up and currency is going down.
Yes, sir.
66, man. I have almost $1,200 in the month of June actually. May. I spend all the things, man. I would have just keep for this year actually, this month. I don't know that the things will happen like this. 66, man. What's the very high? Yeah. So tool evolution. There are multiple tools in the market, right?
Yes, sir.
Thousands of tools. But now, how will you select a best tool for your application? That's nothing but a tool evolution. right? So you have to choose the right tool for your right application, right? Why? Because if you did not select the right tool, down the line after 6 months, if you feel that the tool is not supporting that application, again all the 6 months time and all the time, all the money you spend on the tool is wasted, right?
Yes, sir.
That's why initially itself you have to spend a lot of time to select a right tool for your application. So tool may work based upon technology. Based upon technology what you used in the application to develop. It might be .NET or Java, some other. So for that we have to use a right tool. That's compulsory, man. That's nothing but stage one. And in stage two, the stage two, now stage two is purely about manual testing. First we have to now have 1,000 test cases, Charan. I have to take the test case which are useful for executing for every build, right? There might be few test cases, there might be all test cases, but we have to select a right test cases to automate. That's called, the first one is analyzing the test cases, right? And second one is analysis sheet. And third one is your estimating script development time. Now I got 1,000 scripts actually. So after analyzing, what we'll do, I'm analyzing how many test cases now? 1,000 test cases, right? After analysis, I'm going to take only 600 test cases to automate, and we have to find it out how much time automation test engineer will take to develop the test scripts for all the 600 test cases. Right or not? We are going to estimate this time actually. Time is very important, right? Why? Because your client will ask you how much time it will take for you to develop all the automation scripts. And then after identifying the time, we have to send the sheet to the client for approval. Sending summary sheet for approval. Then after your client verifies everything, he'll ask you many questions. Then you have to answer all those things. Then we will get a confirmation. You'll get a confirmation. Right, man? So once you get a confirmation, then you have to start your automation. Until that, don't start. This is nothing but your stage 2. Stage 3 is a purely automation. First thing what we have to do in the automation is, so first what we'll do in the automation, in our QTP, first we learn all the concepts. First we learn all the concepts. Then the main automation, the main meat of an automation is automation framework we have to learn. Automation framework. So when you can do all the frameworks actually, when you learn all the independent concepts, then only you can do the framework. Now let me show you the framework which I created on the Saturday for one of my students. She lives in Canada, Shravya, Canada, and then automation. Flight reservation. When I did? On 22nd. So we have to learn all these concepts. See here, everything we have to learn, and then after learning, we have to create folder structure first. This is my folder structure. How many folders are there? 8 folders are there. 8. We have to learn and we have to do all those 8 frameworks independently. Once you learn the concepts independently. Automation folder structure. And second one, we have to prepare object repository. What we have to prepare? I'll tell you, don't worry about this. So this is one of the important concepts in the QTP. Without this, we cannot execute the automation scripts. So now if you see, I'll open my QTP. I'll show you where is the object repository. If you go to resources, we have a, click on it, then you could see one window which contains, see, login. What is login? Login is an
Yes, sir.
application window, right?
Yes.
This is an object, so we have stored that object, right? Now if you see OK is one of the object, right?
Yes, sir.
We have stored OK here. So in which object I perform the operation, all the objects are automatically stored in object repository, right? Now what I'll do, I'll remove this agent name.
Okay, that channel and password is removed.
I'll remove the agent name. Now see what is going to happen. As I said you just now, if there is no object in object repository, then your QTP will not execute the automation script. See here, the agent name winedit object was not found in the,
Repository. Okay.
right or not?
Yes.
Important concept, man. We will learn it clearly. It will take us 45 minutes to learn the entire concept of object repository, right? And now see, the major part in the automation testing is we have to identify and create reusable component and function. Reusable components. I said you right. So what is reusable meaning?
That you can use it again.
Again, write only once and use it as many times as you can.
Yes.
That's called reusable. We have to identify those functions in the application. Create reusable components and functions, right?
Yes.
And the 10th one, fourth one is, now we have to create automation scripts and enhance it. Create scripts and we can create automation scripts in many ways, man. I'll tell you later that one. Then once you create a script, right, first you have to do dry run. What is dry run? Make sure all the scripts are working fine or not. Then once dry run is completely successful, then only I'll go for the final execution. And seventh one, we will do the peer execute. Why? Because my peer has to look at it how the execution is happening.
So
And
peer meaning.
colleague, it's the person who sits beside you in your team, right? Or anybody in your team. And the eighth one is what? Deliver scripts to client. And ninth one is what? Last one. After delivering script to your client, if client changes anything in the application, again you have to come and enhance your script, right?
Yes, sir.
Enhancement. So this is my 3 stages of automation, Charan. Any questions for me here?
No, sir.
So the main thing what we have to learn now, these things, very important. Trust me, man, you can save a lot of time using automation testing.
Sir, so what you said?
We can save a lot of time.
Yes, sir.
And why? Because manual testing is time consuming, right?
Yes, sir.
So we can save, in one of my project, before I joined in my company, there's a project called, there was a project actually where they're doing manual testing for almost 3 years.
Okay.
They have many test cases and they are executing test cases for every build manually.
Manually.
Yeah, then I started automation, and it took only 6 months for me to create automation scripts. I created it, and today it is successfully running. Of course, we removed a few manual testing engineers.
Okay.
Okay, those things will happen.
So because of you, some lost their jobs.